So today we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts when you're hiring a DJ. Now, during this time, we have COVID, we have so many people getting sick. Also, the economy is not so well for a lot of folks who can't even pay rent or put food on the table. So, of course, your event is going to be scheduled for a time in the future, if not some kind of uh, short setup date. If something's last minute, you want to hire a DJ. If one's available, of course, you're going to do it that day. But I just want to go over some things with folks and the do's and don'ts to hiring a DJ. Now, my name is Rafael Garcia, and I am a DJ operator of ShomoDJs.com. Shomo DJs is based out of Fulton and Columbia, Missouri. We serve Iowa, Kansas, Illinois, Missouri, of course, and we do various parties, birthday parties, mostly weddings, actually. And I've encountered a lot of folks who are losing their deposits or upfront payments for their DJ or for venues, even. What's happening is folks are needing to deal with local governments where there is limitations of capacity for the venue. With that, the venue has to shut down an event that's scheduled, and most times that deposit money is lost. Now, same thing with DJs. Some just don't want to reschedule, or also they're not going to be flexible with protecting your money. They're going to also take your deposit. And so the way you protect yourself with that is an agreement. Of course, you always want an agreement whenever you're making big purchases. Now you're talking about a couple thousand, maybe a couple hundred, depending on the type of event you're doing. You'll be asked to put a deposit down because, of course, just like everybody else, DJs want to make sure that the person that's hiring them is going to be able, was actually legit. Because what happens with the DJs is the client sometimes finds another DJ on the way to the event. They've already hired this other guy, and if the deposit kind of holds the client to that person, that company DJ, and so we don't want to get booked from under us. So they ask for a deposit. Now, with this, uh, both sides, they gain from an agreement. So usually the DJ creates the agreement, or they have an agreement made whenever they get hired, and it'll give you the details there with the statement agreement, depending on who you're dealing with. So you want to make sure there's a clause on the agreement to protect your upfront money in case your event is shut down or moved. Now, that's tip number one. Also, bear in mind with venues, you want to look at the government or the city where you're looking at having your event. If it's been pretty strict, say there's a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants that are being closed down because of capacity limits in that government, then you might want to not look into that city, booking into that city, because more than likely, if we're still in a pandemic, 6 months from now, a year from now, whenever you want to have your event, you they're gonna be strict as well. So always look into that. So another thing, wanted to also give people notice. Uh, you should also be able to do that with your catering, your cake. And these folks are honest, hardworking business owners, so of course they need to be given a heads up about any changes. So communicate well, and uh, also protect your money and your event. Thank you very much, and see you at your party.